All right, fellas, Urban Legend RC coming back at you with another one. As you can see, we have my RC all-wheel drive build. I have yet another build, guys. This thing was created with the Endura buggy, of course, but I have the RC all-wheel drive 130 motor in here with the 2-speed transmission, guys. This thing, it has that low-end grunt as well as it has that wheel speed when you need it, guys. I mean, as you can see, this thing is just crawling all over my stuff in that low gear, guys. Crawling all over my little area. I mean, I was a skeptic. Honestly, right now, I am eating crow, guys. I am eating crow. You know, as older folks say, you're gonna eat some crow. Well, I talked a lot of junk about this 2-speed motor and transmission combo. Guys, as you can see, I mean, you can get that super slow crawl. Check that out. Check out that super slow crawl now. That's almost a brushless crawl, guys. That is really like a brushless crawl, as you can see. Nice and slow, but of course, when you need that wheel speed, you can click it into another gear. And as you can see, it picks up a lot of wheel speed when you're clicking in that second gear. I'm gonna click it back down so we can get up some slow crawling action with this thing, guys. As you can see, just check it out, guys. Just check this thing out. And I'm running stock wheels on this thing, guys. I actually stripped down my Bronco and I took the axles out of my Bronco and I finished up this build, guys. Of course, I am going to add portals on here, but guys, this thing is awesome. As you can see, I had the extended axles with the wheel weights, the extended wheel hexes, or whatever you want to call it. Got those in brass. I got the brass, as you can see, diff covers, and those steering hubs. Got those in brass as well. Guys, check this thing out. Nice and slow, nice and precise. I mean, we can go even slower and get that brushless crawl if you want. And like I said, you can get that wheel speed when you need it. So guys, this thing is, I'm eating a little crow, guys. I'm telling you. Because I was saying this thing was going to be so heavy. And right now, as it sits right now, this is 690 grams, guys. Oh, no. That's my other rig. My other rig, excuse me. This rig is 390 grams. My other rig, my other RC all-wheel drive build, the Power Wagon, is 650 grams. I actually weighed both of them today. So I was a little off with my math. But this thing is 390 grams, guys, as it sits right now. 390 grams. And I have, as you can see, I have the stock wheels that came on my Gladiator when I first purchased it, guys. And they're doing everything I needed to do out here on the course. Of course, I am going to upgrade the wheels, but so far, just check it out, guys. Check out that crawling action. Right here, I may need some wheel speed. No, just need to take a different line. These are Deadbolt links or Betty links or whatever you want to call it. Deadbolt Betty links. Now see, this right here is where you need that wheel speed, because it goes right on there, clearly, no problem. But as you can see, it's not hooking up. Switch it into high gear, and bam, we up on there. Now we back into low gear, get that slow brushless crawl if we want, you know. Check this thing out, guys. Y'all probably hear me smoking a cigarette. Smoking is bad for you. I need to stop. I just recently started back smoking. I haven't smoked in 20 years. I know better. I know better. But yeah, guys, check this thing out, man. The crawler course definitely needs to be manicured severely. But check it out, guys. Check out that slight articulation. Not much, because I am running stock shocks and stock wheels. I tried to put those long travel shocks I have on this thing, some RC all-wheel drive long travel shocks, but guys, those things are just too long. And by me using this Deadbolt Betty links and drive shafts, this thing is just, it's just too short, guys. It's just not, the links and the drive shaft are just too short. Really, the drive shaft kept popping out with those longer axles, so I went with these stock axles. That's our only problem right there. We'll get high centered sometimes, but with some larger wheels, slightly larger, slightly more aggressive, I don't think we'll bottom out as much with this build. But guys, this thing is, as you can see, it's definitely doing this thing, guys. And this is low gear. I'm gonna give it full throttle. That's full throttle in low gear. That low gear that has that low end grunt, and it just pulls this thing all the way around, guys. Every obstacle, no problem whatsoever. As you can see, check this thing out, man. Check it out. I may need to go into high gear right here. We'll see. Let's go in high gear. Low wheel speed never hurt anybody. Back into low gear. Just like that, guys. Just like that. I mean, I'm enjoying this buggy more and more. Let's go into high gear so we can get up here. We may need some wheel speed. Alright. Back into low gear. But yeah, though, that's like wheel speed on demand, guys. Definitely wheel speed on demand. I like it. It's doing everything I needed to do out here on my course. Of course, when I take it other places, we'll see how it performs. But guys, this is just really a test run with these wheels and axles. I'm definitely going to upgrade the wheels and axles to portals. But for right now, we're just using the Bronco setup, basically. Steering link, axles, basically shocks as well. These are JLU shocks, but they basically the same thing. But yeah, guys, as you can see, this thing is a little animal. Is it worth building? Yes. And the way I got it set up, of course, I can't put the battery tray in the back because it does have a battery tray that actually lays down here under the bottom. But what came with this motor setup was these links that go across. As you can see, I have that link across to connect the actual chassis to make it much more rigid in the back. But guys, 72 turn 130 brush motor with the 2-speed transmission, and I do have the V2 electronics, and my battery is tucked down in here right beside the motor. How I get in there, I just, 2 screws that were supposed to be right here on the side, I didn't put them in because this thing can just fold up like this and I can get the battery out much like so. I'm one-handed right now, so I mean I can just get it out, but it tucks right there on the side, out of the way, closes back up, no problem. Let's go over here and hit another section. Of course we know this thing just went across the rest of the course with no problem. So I'm sure it should take this hill with no problem. I shouldn't even need to get in high gear because it's low end grunt. As soon as I say that, I get high centered. That's funny. Well, I boosted it up. We're in the high speed, high gear. We're in high gear. We're not in low gear anymore. Because that high gear will give you that wheel speed. Ooh. And I just went up this earlier. Now we're having trouble. And I went up this in low gear, actually. Let's go back to low gear. And let's follow the lines. Let's try this one more time. Low gear. Here we go. Oh, let's go in high gear, man. Let's go on up this thing. There we go. Back in low gear. Sometimes you need that wheel speed. But that low end grunt that this thing packs in it, man, awesome. I probably will need to get kicking high gear just to make this top portion like I did earlier. Oh, well, we know we're gonna lose that. Let's start over. Close that door. All right, guys, of course, you know we're in Struggleville right now. Well, you get the picture, guys. You get the picture. It's an awesome little buggy. I highly recommend this motor. At first, I was kind of on the fence about it. I didn't think how well it would crawl. But guys, that 2-speed, low crawl, that low speed and that high speed. So I'm gonna put it on the ground, give you a quick demo. Low speed, wide open. That's fast as it'll go in low speed, right? All right, guys, that's fast as it'll go in low speed, right? Check it out, high speed. I mean, at high speed, that thing is pretty darn fast in high speed, guys. But let's go back in low speed. That's low speed. And that's high speed. But that's pretty much all I got for y'all, man. The RC all-wheel drive buggy I built using basically all RC all-wheel drive parts and an Enduro chassis, guys. But that's pretty much all I got for y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.